Or welcome return to the War on Sunday as we carry on our battles of the Great War Western Front. And we have learned something new. Apparently the most logical method of upping the difficulty in order to gain those higher medals, that doesn't exist. I decided to go back and have a little go at beating the second battle of Ypres, doing it on the highest difficulty available. And despite a victory, I only got a bronze. So, intrigue peaked, went back and played the game on, I don't even think it was soldier, I think it was trainee or something, but completing all of those side objectives. And now we have gold. So it turns out difficulty has absolutely nothing to do with this game. In order to get those gold medals, what you have to do is complete every side objective. And so new challenge for the War on Sunday. I hate the fact that I am constantly intent towards completing challenges, but here we are. What am I saying? The entire channel is just a series of challenges. Anyway, the point being we are going to be going after some of those side objectives. I'm going to stick on soldier difficulty just because it is the standard difficulty, one that you are supposed to play at with the balance most fine-tuned, but I'm going to have zero issues just reducing that difficulty and going back and playing again in order to complete those side achievements. Plus, I've almost got all the achievements for this game and I kind of want to get this one. Multiplayer's never happening. I'm never going to 100% any game ever. But hot darn, I will have those single player ones. So with my itty bitty mind blown quite supremely, we're going to be sticking on soldier and taking on the next battle, the second battle of Champagne. Don't mind if we do. Why? Because I've still had enough of Rome 2. Elysium is ridiculous. Seriously, if you're watching this and you have Rome 2, just go play Battle of Elysium on Legendary and get to that final set of reinforcements. You're just going to have nothing left. Particularly as we all know, I often stop paying attention to cavalry, and I really shouldn't, it's really bad. But the Great War has no cavalry, which is a little weird now I think about it. Cavalry was in World War I, but it's fine. In fact, it was also in World War II. You still got cavalry in Modern Warfare? I might need to look into this. That is for a later dive into history books, for I am finally getting back into reading some history. For now, let us enjoy with our stiff upper lips the history of the Second Battle of Champagne, September 25th, 1915, till September 6th, 1915, from the viewpoint of the Central Powers. The Second Battle of Champagne was an attempt by the French to use overwhelming manpower to push the Germans out of France. Outnumbering the Germans 3-1, the French opened with a withering 4-day barrage of heavy artillery. They believed that the barrage would weaken the German army enough that the French could easily overrun their trenches. Rather than being demoralized, however, the Germans weathered the attack in their bunkers and then raced to their positions once it ended, beating the charging French with a hail of gunfire and a tremendous web of barbed wire. The expected French glorious victory became anything but. And moving on from an archaeologist and purveyor of histories to an English teacher, I really appreciate the attention to commas. Like, this punctuation is top notch, darn it. I really need a life. What am I saying? I just bought a 3D printer and an airbrush. I have no life. Game on!
September 25th, 1915. 20 divisions of French troops from the Central Army Group were sent against 6 entrenched divisions of German soldiers along a 10-mile front in the Champagne-Ardenne region of France. The German forces were outgunned and outmanned 3-1, and France planned to use a win in the region as a rallying cry to their forces back home. The battle initially went very well for France, as their armies punched several holes in the German lines after softening up the enemy with artillery fire. However, as the afternoon wore on, heavy rain began to fall, and ammunition for the barrages began to fall short. In many cases, when the French army reached the German lines, they found the trenches empty. German forces used the artillery barrages to predict where the attacks would come. They hid behind bunkers during artillery fire, then emerged to repel infantry once the barrage ended. In this way, the Germans were eager to prove that numbers aren't everything.
The French outnumber us 3-1, but our defensive tactics are superior. We must prevent the enemy from capturing control point Y. Command will reroute additional supply and troops around the battle with bonuses for main objective progress. Make sure to manage your lower pop cap and supply amounts. Artillery is useful against incoming attacks, but costs supply. Grenadiers are good at defending trenches versus superior numbers. Indeed. Our lines have broken in several places, but reports indicated that the barbed wire is slowing their advance. Commander's spotters watching French preparations from the high ground nearby. They are reporting that an attack is imminent. Very good. Ooh, we have a lot of barbed wire. I am loving these triangles. That is exactly how I do it. Although I'd have a lot more of them. I don't like these trenches. Right, where are all our troops stationed? We've got double in bunkers. Little bit of a nice frontage there. Double in bunkers. Oh my days, they're all in bunkers. Where are my grenadiers? We just have 2 grenadiers chilling there. That does not seem good. Right, we're gonna jump these guys into those bunkers because they have an extremely good defense and we want to fight them in melee. It is vital this location is held by any means necessary. Cannot let the enemy break through here. Raising balloons to scout for incoming attacks. Oh, hello. Using rolling barrages. So rolling barrage in the game basically gives you a good defense, it gives you cover, but outside of this, it's not the best thing on earth. Right, we are gonna need to prep, we're gonna need to get someone over here. We do not have a proper trench to hold them from. The French army has begun their assault. Defend the middle. The enemy will use artillery for cover and suppression. Boom. While their forces approach your lines, suppress incoming enemy companies from being able to attack your machine gun nest. Keep at least a single company in a trench near the outskirts of your lines that will allow vision of the enemy on you. Interesting. I have no idea what that means. Alright, one of you goes over here. I only wanted one of you. There's supposed to be 2 of you. You I'm gonna come back here and hold that central position. I just want this guy, kind of the same thing. You come back here, we'll sort you out in a tick. I'm gonna move you up onto this corner. Right, let's suppress them, slow them down a touch. Hee, that was effective. What do we have defensing over here? We've got 1 unit. Might bring you over a little bit. Oh, there's no point, they're getting minced. That was easy. The enemy is attempting an assault from the side. You will need to shore up defenses there to hold the line. Make sure to move up your troops from the blockhouse trenches since they are unable to fire from inside. You, my friend, can go back over hither. They've got a rolling barrage over here, so I'm going to get this chapter moving over. I would love to bring some troops in. Right, we definitely need some fire over here. No, they're destroying our cretinous. Run forth, that MG is gone. Front line, no longer a thing. Hold back, hold back. Oh, my days are on super speed, no wonder. Right, they're minced, at least. But we have now lost our outer defense. Like 1 chap over there. Do not attack the left, although I bet that's what's next. So let's get you moving over. Oh no. You're gonna go central, are you? No, I do actually kind of like the fact that they're just announcing their assaults. That is useful. That's it. Send in fire, rolling barrage, and then we're gonna set this cheeky little chapper behind. And yeah, a bit of suppression. As they send like 2 units? 4 units, 5 units. Okay, yeah, they got a reasonable force. I might have been a little too far forward. That was not my finest hour. They've allowed us to bring more men and supplies. Good, but I've only got 150 odd supplies, so I should probably stop using any kind of barrage. It's 6 supplies every time for those light artilleries. Lose less than 10. Hold control points X and Y are our additional aims. Right, now we might need a cheeky bit of suppression for 3. I think I can justify like a proper heavy artillery. It's 3 units. Should mince them pretty quickly. Yeah, it's just the morale loss from heavy artillery is so much better. And we had that extra MG nest. Would make no difference over there. There it is. Onto this flank. Let's get you running all the way up and round. It's getting dangerously close. Right, let's get a little bit of suppression there just to hold these units off. Oh, the barbed wire's so good. I don't want to hit the barbed wire though. Their fire's doing a pretty good job of that, clearing it all through. Right, you guys set up. Nice, infantry made it in. Oh my days. How many Frenchmen are there? Smooth mouse. We have a new mouse. It's amazing. Excellent. Who the heck was that? There's some sounds then.
Achtung!
I guess they got minced a little bit. Central barrage. Where are you gonna go? Oh, you're over here. Right, we need some more units over there because we don't have a heck of a lot. Come all the way down. I'm actually gonna shuffle these guys up. Where are they coming in from? They are coming down the center at least. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Right, you shuffle over. Shuffle you up into a better position. You're gonna get minced a little bit by that, but that's absolutely fine. Taking some, hopefully, suppressive. Yeah, it's not too effective, is their artillery fire. I need to hold off these grenadiers, or else that's gonna get very dangerous for us. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Secondary hit. Oh, that's gonna get dangerous for us. Legends. Commander's noticing your overall progress in sending supplies. Huzzah! I still can't get more troops though. A real cap on the troopers in this. Machine guns, do your jobs. That was your own fault. Firing at these guys, should be firing over here. Where are the hits? Coming in on this flank. Come on up. Let's get a bit of a secondary line coming up as well, so we can have a fallback position ready to fire in, because they are going heavy. Slow them all down. Secondary barrage. Right, we go a little bit closer. Just try and cause some damage over here. Actions have allowed us to bring more. Excellent. More supplies. More soldiers. Still minimum losses on these. This is our most damaged unit, and I think that was really from a barrage rather than anything else. But we're in danger a little of getting overrun now. It's a gorgeous game. Do we have much in the way of like ground assault, balloon busting, air superiority. We could set up a harassment. That could be pretty good, actually, if we harass them when they're going through no man's land. Oh, hello, you're piling up on the left, are you?
Bereit machen. Bereit an der Linie.
Two can play at that game.
Achtung.
Well, apparently two can't because the unit's broken. Now we've got the fallback position set. Let's just shuffle you around to this flank. So we're gonna have a lot of units charging in. Let's try this harassment mission. I'm kind of intrigued. It should do a lot of damage. Yeah, damage reduced by cover, but overall they should be harming this infantry pretty darn heavily. They do have a line. I think they're overtaking their own line, though. Enemy bombers inbound. Let's get air superiority. All right, you very cheeky chappers. Let's get some damage in. All right, some big suppression. You guys are supposed to be like taking things out. What the? Who are they? I don't know. There's no button for them. There's no one on top apparently. So take them out. We need those MG nests to remain. Send them down. Oh, air superiority coming in from the enemy. Got a dogfight. Nice. Not nice for them. Oh, parachutes, guys. They didn't have parachutes back then, did they? Oh. Might have been me. I'm sure they tried. Red Baron in action. Alright, I need to pay attention. We have new units moving in onto this flank. Can I get you shuffling over? Prepared. Right, you know what? This barbed wire has just been destroyed by constant barraging between us and the enemy. Like unending. Get a mini one. We've got 190 remaining, plenty of troops, no one lost yet. See if we can slow them down a touch. Oh, you're about to get overwhelmed over there. We need some assistance. Right, I'm gonna plonk it here so it hits these two units and it should help support these chipper chappers in the trench just a little bit. I'm gonna send you over. Right, get in there, help out. You must remain. Oh, bringing in reinforcements. Good. You know what, let's chuck you in a trench over here. That way you're in a decent position. Yeah, you're getting shot now because we messed up. Pure and simple. Right, you were kind of just chilling in Y, but we've had no one get close to Y. You a bit flew. Bit closer, you've been holding the main base. I don't mind this. Where's the enemy grouping up? I think they're shuffling to the center again to move on this position. Beautiful. Keep moving. Nope, can't get another unit to come in. We have the supplies for it. Just can't actually send them into combat. Like that front is gone. Held the line well. Alas, no more. Gonna miss these grenadiers, unfortunately. There we are. Suppression and heavy bombard. They have air superiority on us. That is most uncool. I'm gonna wait for the next charge, and then we are gonna send in mass aerial assault. Double hit. I wonder if these are balloon busters. I might just bring our balloons down for a tick. I don't want to waste the supply sending in air superiority, so I can just wait till these guys fly off. I'm kind of mincing them. I think like 3 more to go as well. All right, we're gonna have to raise these, and I guess we can double up. Get a harassment mission in. Hopefully they survive against the enemy. They'll be fine. Alright, you guys, come forth over here. Nice. Oh, we're not doing much damage because they're still covered by the smoke. Gold medal awarded. We haven't even finished. They're still attacking. I was into this. Oh. We lost 1 unit of infantry, a maximum of 10, but we held positions X and Y. Gold medal claimed. I mean, to be fair, that's probably the best representation of how the game actually runs, although normally, eventually, they will push you with tanks if you're playing on higher difficulties, but just swarms of enemies coming forth and shredding them with machine guns. It's good. It's good. Relaxing. Well, War on Sunday with another one of those endings that leaves you a little bit bitter because you were kind of getting into it. Things were getting interesting. Particularly once you lose some of those machine guns, you know about it. Like, we have lost this front line of the trenches, but it just didn't really matter so much because we had so many back points we could fall back to and just fire out from. I'm kind of tempted to try this on a higher difficulty just to see like how much the enemy can push, because the big difference is morale. The enemy will remain a lot longer, and on top of that they also have more supplies, but considering it's a historical battle, I don't really know how much of a difference that supply will make.
All told, it was superior tactics, better use of reserves, and better understanding of trench warfare that allowed Germany to hold the line against overwhelming odds. In his memoirs, Chief of the German General Staff, Erich von Falkenhayn, said,
"The lessons to be deduced from the failure of our enemy's mass attacks are decisive against any imitation of their battle methods. Attempts at a mass breakthrough, even with the extreme accumulation of men and material, cannot be regarded as holding out the prospects of success."
Throughout the battle, France suffered over 143,000 casualties, while Germany suffered 141,000. France did not get the morale-boosting win that they hoped for, with virtually no ground gained. Neither did Germany see a decisive victory, though they did revise many of their tactics based on this battle. In the end, the only true winner in the conflict was barbed wire, which proved more than capable of stopping an advancing army on foot.
141 versus 143. The odds are not in your favor. I actually think this is something that this game does really well, is showing you that most of the time your victories are just horrendously costly. Particularly in the campaign, moving all of your resources, moving all of your units, different artillery forms, different planes, tanks, you name it, into one position forces really you to put a lot of resources into preventing the enemy from seeing you do this, and then when you finally do it, you're paying a shed ton to maintain those forces in the battle, and you still have to hit them like 2-3 times in order to actually claim the tile. Most of the time, playing on higher difficulties, the line never changes. You just win the game from attrition. Yeah, if you want to play this and actually push forward into enemy territory, I would not play it on really anything above soldier. Going into elite, you know what, I'm willing to say it's a little bit tedious. And I love this game, but even I can see it's just kind of constant defenses. Which is why I would never really play that as a solid, dedicated campaign, and why there isn't a campaign on the channel. It's just the same thing again and again and again. When you've had a couple of beers and a pizza and you're just like, I want to play something, this is a really good game to go to. Upon that glorious bombshell, thank you very much for tuning in to the second battle of, and I'm still going to call it Champagne, Go Away Narrator. Next time, we'll be on the Battle of Verdun if we cannot claim our victory in Elysium. I am holding my fingers crossed for that. We're going to complete Elysium before the end of these battles. It's probably not going to happen, that really, really difficult battle. But with a large crate comes large responsibility. And until that's finished, as always, peace out.